open it so everybody.
Hi guys, how
Hey.
is everyone doing tonight? So I figured this would be kind of like a learning session for everyone. I'm here to learn, Steven's here to learn, because as everyone knows, we're going to be doing a garden. Now, the other day, I went shopping. I went shopping with Legacy Home and Garden, and we had a ball. All of the stuff we bought, and I do want to say thank you to Legacy Home and Garden. And y'all will see another video about that. But I want to know, I have some things that I listed that we had gotten from like Lowe's and Home Depot and Tractor Supply, and I want to learn from y'all how y'all planted them. How do y'all plant them? What works for y'all and what doesn't work, and so that way I know what to be prepared for. So are you ready?
I'm ready. I'm waiting for you to stop talking.
Okay. So one of the things I just got here. Okay. All right. Lulu's Treasure Trove. We'll be right back. Hi, everyone.
Hey, y'all.
Dee's Homestead wants to know, what did we get? Okay.
Well, my wife shaved my beard.
Oh, that's first. Okay. So everyone's seen that I did get his beard shaved. That was a really fun moment because he come home from work and he said, "Will you cut my hair?" I said, "Yeah, I'll cut your hair as long as I can cut it all." Y'all, I left his mustache and around his chin. I left that, and I had everything else all nice and neat. Went outside, come back inside, and he had done shaved it all off. So obviously he didn't like it. So he shaved it.
It was too close in on one side, and it wasn't even. So I said, "The heck with it. It'll grow back quick enough."
It's because you messed with it. It was even whenever I did it. All right, so I'm so glad that everyone is in here, and we are going to have some fun tonight because everyone's going to learn something, okay? So I've got my notebook here, and I've got questions for everyone. So I want everyone to participate so that way we can all kind of, I guess, collaborate and learn from each other.
There's some new things that we haven't planted before. I mean,
yeah, there's some new stuff that I went and bought that I want to figure out kind of how to plant and where I should put it at in the garden. So that's what we're gonna do. I got shovels, I got rakes, I got clippers, I got, oh my goodness, the stuff is just unreal. I got so much stuff, and all of it's thanks to Legacy Home and Garden, Miss Rochelle. And y'all, if y'all have not seen her, y'all need to go check her out. She is just a nice lady, sweet. We just had the best girls' day ever. I literally left him home and I dropped the kids off at my mother's for a girls' day.
Y'all, I had things I had to do anyway. I had stuff I had to get done, so it'll be all right.
Oh, I know it'll be all right. Because I had fun.
I didn't miss her, though. I didn't miss her.
Yeah, he said I wasn't allowed to go on another girls' date for another 7 years. And that's how long it's been since I've been on a girls' date. It's been 7 years. Like, it's unreal. Okay, so now we're going to get to learning. Everybody ready? All of my seeds are in the ground and covered with plastic. You know.
We got a lot of seeds planted. We do have some in our temporary greenhouse outside. It's just a raised bed with a cattle panel with plastic over it. It works good for a little greenhouse. It's not huge.
Yeah,
but, we also have some right over there in our living room under some lights right now.
Yeah, all of my tomatoes have come up. I'm just waiting on my peppers. I did get yelled at by my husband today because I was outside in the rain at 48 degrees. I was in the rain putting dirt in seed trays. Has anybody had that happen? They've been yelled
Nah.
at for putting dirt into seed trays?
No, I didn't. Yeah, I said you're getting soaked doing it. Just wait until tomorrow. That's all I told her. I was like, wait till tomorrow. It ain't supposed to rain tomorrow, and you're out here soaking wet, dripping sweat.
I was
Or
having
not sweating,
fun.
but dripping rain.
Wet.
Yeah, she was soaking. I mean, she was soaked. Her jacket was soaked. Everything was soaked.
I had fun. All right. So.
All right, what do we got? I'm in South Carolina, but we
still could get a frost. Yes, we are.
Yes, April 1st.
There's like
April 1st is
three different springs. There's like a spring, a fake spring, and then there is a winter spring, and then it's actually spring.
But technically, our first frost, like they're not the first frost, but the last frost
date.
The date is April 1st.
Yeah, somewhere around April 1st. So,
but I'll be honest with you, like last year, that didn't happen.
Yeah, I don't know. About
I'm pretty confident it didn't happen. I think it was this time of year last year. It was nice. I'm pretty confident.
Yeah.
I can't.
I don't remember what I did last year.
I don't. We had to look back in the videos, but.
Okay, so we're going to talk about grapes. That is one of the things that I got and I wanted to plant. I got some Niagara grapes, and then I got the Concord grapes. Now, I want some of y'all's ideas on how y'all planted them, and if y'all planted them, and if y'all tried or if y'all heard stuff. Like, I want to know, like, the soil, the pH level in the soil, just what worked for y'all if y'all have grown them. And if y'all haven't grown them, just let me know in the comments that you haven't grown them, so that way I can, I guess, look it up. Because I have a week.
Yeah, Dee's Homestead. Matter of fact, we actually just watched your video, your prior video you posted probably about 10 minutes before we started this live session. We just watched it.
I have
I don't think you need to give the clues out though for finding the person.
So I have like a week's time because it rained all day today. Tomorrow is our day of kind of figuring out the final draft of what kind of fencing we're going to use. and then next weekend we're going to get out there full speed ahead and get everything together and go do something.
You hope it works out that fast. It ain't going to work out that fast. That's a lot of work, digging holes and putting poles in the ground, getting things squared up. It's a lot of work.
That's what I got you for.
I know that, but that's a lot of work.
Okay, so Capone Cabin said grew grapes on a woven wire. Yes, I thought about putting them on, like put 2 posts in the ground and run wire so that way they can climb up the wire and then go back and forth. But with these 2 grapes that I have, do I plant them next to each other? I mean, does it really matter, or do I have to plant them in 2 different places? I have the Niagara, and I'm pretty sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, and the Concord grapes.
Well, I don't even know what kind of grapes they are. I'll be honest with you. I ain't familiar
with grapes. The Niagara grapes are
like
the white colored grapes, like the green. They're called white grapes. All right. The Concord grapes are the purplish,
reddish,
bluish.
Purple?
Yeah.
The reddish color.
Yes.
That's the stuff. That's the same ones you can get at the store or whatever. The normal colors you get at the store. Are they? Yeah. Are they the ones now? Y'all, I don't know. I mean, because I didn't really look too in detail what you got. But are they the seedless, or because some of them have seeds, or some of them are? It
did not say, so I do not know.
Okay.
But I mean, it really don't matter for us because I like either or.
Well, yeah, it don't matter. I was just curious. I mean, I ain't go and read the pack. You know what I'm
saying? But I do know that they have to be like on a woven wire. Does anybody else have any comments on the grapes, on what we should do with them and how we should plant them?
And how much actual sun do they need?
Yeah. And like when should we plant them? And yeah, like where at? See, Concord grapes, yummy. They probably have seeds.
Okay.
And that's actually what I was thinking. I think Concord grapes do have seeds.
Okay.
Just like
Well, I mean,
that's what these homesteads say, y'all. So let's see. I did woven wire until they got tall enough to use one ticket cable. Oh, woven wire. You know, that sounds like it. They need 5 hours of sun.
Plenty. Is it gonna hurt if they have more hours than 5 hours, or is that just the minimum amount of sun they actually need?
Thick cable, because yes, I do know that the muscadines that my great grandfather grows, they are heavy and they are big.
But they're not in really full sun all the
time. She said no to your answer.
She said no.
Yeah. At least 5 hours. So.
All right. So basically, you can have them in a sun like.
So I can
in that area, in the area where the garden and where we're going to do all this, it's more than 5 hours of sun. It's going to be at least 8. Yeah, and in the summertime, probably 8 or 9 hours.
Yeah, but when like the way that the garden sets, so I could actually plant the grapes on the left side, if you're facing the back part of the property, on the left side along that fence line, over there. So that way, when the sun, when the sun goes down, the trees will shade it a little bit.
So where are you talking about? Like if you're facing from the driveway,
facing the garden.
Facing the garden, you're talking about on the right or the left?
Left, towards the other person's deer stand. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, and it says, Legacy Home and Garden. Yes. Now is the time to plant. They need 5 to 6 hours of sun and trellis. You like the work. You could build a wooden trellis or T-post wire. Use your imagination, but remember, they will be heavy. I'm excited. I'm so excited. Oh, man. All right. So, the next one.
Well, after we get them going, we need some muscadines. We need to... we need to get a lot of stuff.
Now, do the grapes need the same type to cross pollinate, or you could use the Concord and Niagara to actual cross pollinate themselves, or do they do that? Does anyone know? Anyone know? Anyone? I feel like, what's that?
You feel like a Jeopardy? The guy
yeah,
on
the Jeopardy. You need to do do. That's what you need to do. All right, so we're gonna go on and move on to the strawberries. Now, I got 2 boxes of strawberries from the store, not from the grocery store, from like seeds. Okay, not seeds, but anyways, plants. All right, now I got 2 of those. Now, also, no, not sure about cross pollination, but that's a Google search. I am going to Google search that one since no one really answered. So I'm going to write it down real quick. All right. So now with the strawberries, I have Lynn Nation. I had to learn I had to figure out how to spell the words. Look on Stark Brothers website. They'll have that information. Okay. I will do that. All right. Now the strawberry plants. I got 2 containers from the like Tractor Supply and Lowe's and stuff. I got 2 of those. Now, I also have another set at my grandmother's that I actually have to dig up and I have to move to the property. That's what the white barrel was on our last video. That's what it's for. Now, those at my grandmother's, they actually stayed green. They didn't produce through the winter, but they did stay green. They are actually still green. There's still foliage on them and everything else. They don't need a partner to bear fruit. Thank you, Legacy and Garden. On the grape subject, grapes are self-pollinating. They don't need a partner to bear fruit. Good job. Thank you, ma'am. Get them in the ground, cover it. I will do that. I will get them in the ground. But my thing is this cold weather and Capoon Cabin that we've been having through it, like those plants have stayed green. Now, if I transplant them, I mean, are they still going to be good for next year, or do I have to buy new strawberry plants every year? I mean, I just want to know that answer. That's a good answer. A good question.
Well, what happened to ours that we had outside here?
They died.
And what happened to them? There was nothing.
They disintegrated. I don't even know.
Okay.
Yeah, because I had some planted out here that actually died and they disintegrated, and I don't know what happened. She said, "Save your seeds."
That's a small seed for a strawberry.
I've actually picked the seeds out of a strawberry before, and it's not that bad. Use tweezers. Don't look at me like that.
That's all her job.
They're good for a couple years. Okay, Dee's Home says that strawberries are good for a couple years. Well, that's good to know. Because my grandmother, she has a whole lot, and then I have those too. So I'm going to kind of separate them and do the two that I bought from the store in one container, and then the ones that come from my grandmother's in a whole separate, I guess, container, you want to call it.
I know last year her grandmother's strawberry plants, they produced a lot of strawberries.
They were so delicious.
And they produced a lot of strawberries.
They were very good.
I was shocked to just the size of the plant and what they produced. I was shocked on that. That was like dramatic amount of strawberries for one plant or one or two plants.
Legacy Humming Garden says, no, you do not need to buy new plants every year. At the end of the season, you just trim them down and cover them. Maybe that's where I went wrong. I didn't trim mine and I didn't cover them until about a month ago when I threw some hay on the actual pot.
Yo, I'm yawning. Shoo-wee. I don't know why I'm yawning. Shoo.
Well, you ain't going to sleep. My soul... Okay, Capone Cabin said, I save seeds every year, keep in the fridge. Tammy Crochet Blessed says, my soul is not great to plant in the ground, so I keep them in a pot, but I only get a little bit of grapes. Well, a little bit is better than nothing. I have never grown grapes. I want to. I love grapes. And it's another thing
kids love them.
Yeah, when they start going and the kids can just go out there and eat fruit, I don't care. I really don't. At least we will know that we have food. At least we'll know we will have food out there at the property, and Mama ain't got to cook when we're out there just hanging out.
We can't rely on grapes all day.
Okay, so the next thing is onion. We actually got the actual, like the onion pods. I'm gonna call them onion pods. I did today start onion seeds, and they're actually in the greenhouse outside. Well, whatever kind of greenhouse it is. But
I explained it earlier.
Yeah. So what is the difference between starting them from the seed and starting them from the little pods that you buy in the bags? And all of the vegetables that are going and plants are going into the garden. They're going in garden beds. I'm not messing with the ground because the rabbits, the moles, whatever's out there, and I'm not out there all the time. Then,
we did find a guy with a mill. He mills lumber from trees and stuff, and he said we can come get all his scraps. And
Yeah,
he's got a
end
ginormous pile.
cuts.
He's probably all the end cuts. He's got a ginormous pile. I mean, it's probably like 20 foot tall and 100
Okay.
and something feet in the diameter of
Now,
just end cuts from oak trees, pine trees, or whatever. And he said we can go there and free of charge. You don't have to pay nothing.
so it's basically
So
free
he said
wood,
that's what he
free
said.
natural wood that has not been treated that we can do our garden beds in. And I love that. I love everything about that.
Yeah.
So let's see. Tam at Crochet Blaze, my cucumbers and watermelon grows great in my garden bed. Cabone Cabin says the cost is the difference. Connie Francis says I have trouble with onion seeds. Cabone Cabin says starters are easier, and Connie Francis basically said the same thing. And when should I plant those?
Well, onions.
Yeah, when should I put the onion sets, the actual little pods, in the ground?
Yeah,
That's what I would
because
like to know.
some of the gardening that we're doing, it's a little bit different than we're used to. So,
And I am here to learn. That's what we are doing. We
I
learn
mean,
every day.
we have a lot of knowledge on gardening. We have a lot of knowledge. There's certain other ways that there's more than one way to how like everybody says there's more than one way to skin a cat. So there's certain ways to things change over the years kind of thing. I think y'all understand where I'm going.
Yeah.
But there's more than one way to do something is what we're trying to get. We're pretty much wanting to know, more than our way of knowing how to do it. What's y'all's way of knowing how to do it.
Okay, so Legacy Home and Garden says, as for onions, the onion bulbs purchased are actually just the seeds which were started, then pulled and sold. You can start your bulbs from seeds if you want. Planting bulbs give you a jump. And that is and now I actually understand it. So if I plant the onion seeds now, okay, and which is I put them in the trays, then their harvest time will be later on, closer to fall, is from what I'm understanding. And correct me if I'm wrong, y'all. Now the onion bulbs, they're already starting to grow, so I could put them in the ground and then they will actually take less time to harvest than the seeds. Or I will have a shorter harvest or shorter growing season.
Yeah, with the bulb.
With the bulbs. These Homestead says I never tried onions from seed. Connie
we haven't either. We haven't tried onion from seed either.
Connie Francis says at your last frost stayed early, so I'm gonna have to. So in March, close to the end of the March, I will go ahead and put those in the ground, and I can always cover them with the clear plastic because I have a buttload of it. So that way they'll still get sunlight, but they won't get frozen.
Y'all, just the other day, yesterday, today it was actually kind of cool today. It was about 40, high 40s, maybe low 50s. And yesterday was 80 degrees. The day before it was 80 degrees. The day before that, the past week it had been 80 degrees out. But, today it was 48.
Yeah.
We had rain come through. It's been raining all day long.
Cabone Cabin says, with everything crazy, first priority for me in the garden is everything I can or dehydrate. And like I said, I have my tomatoes and stuff going, but some of this stuff is new to me and I want to learn the right way to do it. But yeah, I am all for canning tomato sauce and dehydrating.
She makes some awesome tomato sauce. She made some. When was that? Last year or the year before?
The year before.
Like two or 3 years ago, she made some. Man, that was jam up. And I told her, I was like, every year you're making that. So
yeah.
we try to, this past year, we didn't get as many tomatoes as we wanted. But to actually do a big, tomato sauce thing. But this year, I'm hoping we can get a lot of it. So we can tomato sauce,
Uh,
and tomato paste. She made
yep.
tomato paste too, for
Yeah,
like
he's
chili and
bragging
stuff.
on me.
Yeah, it's good. I'm telling you, she can cook now.
Legacy Home and Garden says you can plant your onion bulbs. You can plant your onion bulbs now and then cover them with heavy mulch like straw to keep the bulbs warm and protected from the cold. They will be fine. I'm planting my onions this week. Miss Rochelle, I will be planting mine too as soon as I get him to work.
Remember,
Y'all, I
work.
love picking
I
on
work
him.
a full
He
time
is so
job.
funny. He is so funny. I love picking on my husband.
Oh, man.
Like that's what makes both of us laugh. Okay.
Ask them if if I look better with the beard or without the beard, because I think I look funny looking without the beard.
Y'all answer that question for him. Do y'all think he looks good? Do you think you like the beard or no beard? Y'all let him know. Yeah, just know y'all's answers will go with him for the rest of his life. So if y'all say no, then he will shave it. He will never shave again. Okay. But if I say yes, if y'all say yes,
I'll
then
I'll
he'll
shave again. I'll shave again. I ain't gonna have it go down to my knees. You know what I'm saying? But
all right. So my northern guy.
they got you.
Thank you.
I think I look funny looking. I look like
just
a little.
Y'all could just say
like,
half and half, okay? Just say half and half.
I look like a teepee or something.
Or just say when your wife wants you to shave it. There you go. Let's see. Hi, my northern garden.
Hey, these are.
No, we're not doing no ZZ Top beard. You are nuts. You are nuts. We're fixing to move on to our next vegetable, y'all. But
we got to get everybody going. Come on.
I know we got to get some kind of motion and emotion.
The beard's growing back. I already got the shadow going on, so it's coming back. I had to thin it up because it got so hot.
His daughter cried. Levi looked at him like, "Who the heck are you?"
And Courtney actually was like, Courtney wanted me to get it back on there. So I was like, I can't glue it.
That'd be one messed up beard.
But
you need a Moses. My northern garden said you need a Moses beard. What?
What's a Moses?
Legacy Home and Garden. I will give you my tomato sauce recipe. I will do that.
You gonna make a video? You can make a video. You can make a video of it whenever that time. It ain't gonna be now.
Like I have to, in order for me to make a video about it, I have to make it a few more times because I've only made it once, and I do know.
Well, you made that one recipe once.
Yeah, but it was a good recipe, wasn't it?
Yeah, and hey, she didn't get the recipe from no book. She got. I mean, it was just all her doing it.
I just took bits and pieces from everywhere
and just put stuff in here and put stuff in there, and it'll outdo. I tell you right now, it'll outdo a lot of tomato sauces. I can promise you.
Okay, see, I'm not allowed to. Caboon Cabin says I'm not allowed to make tomato sauce. Obviously, husband is Italian. Oh my goodness.
Oh, so he makes the tomato sauce.
Yeah, let me tell you. Who cooks spaghetti when y'all want to eat spaghetti? Does he do it or do you do it? I'm just wondering. Yeah. Legacy Home and Garden says, I think Steven has a lot of work ahead of him, but he loves it.
Yeah, I do love the work.
He loves me, so he loves
I like to keep myself occupied doing something because I think if I don't do something, it feels like I just waste the day. It feels like I just waste the day. I need to do something to accomplish something. So yeah, you're true on that. It's true.
Caboon Cabin says her husband makes it.
The tomato sauce?
No, spaghetti.
Oh, the spaghetti.
Yeah, I had spaghetti tonight, and I made him make it, and it wasn't the best. It's like Levi knew I didn't make it, so he didn't eat it.
I just heated the water up. I put a pound of spaghetti in the pot and let it sit there, and she was like, "Go stir it a little bit." And I was like, all right. So I went and got the little spoon and I went zoop zoop, and that was it. And then walked away from it, and that was it.
All right, so the next vegetable. We're gonna get back to the vegetables, y'all.
You was
It's
poking
my
me in the eyeball.
pen. Okay, I'm not gonna poke you in the eye. I can see you on the screen. The next vegetable. Actually, I don't know. I'm gonna call it a starch because it's not a vegetable. I don't consider it as a vegetable.
What are you gonna bring up? Y'all, I have no idea what she's fixing
A
to say.
potato.
Oh,
Is a potato a vegetable? Or is it? Well, I know it's a starch, but is a potato considered a vegetable or fruit? I know a tomato is a fruit.
I don't understand where they even came up with that. That don't make no sense to me at all. I still wonder to this day why they think a tomato is a fruit.
So I want to now. The potatoes. I am gonna grow them in buckets. I am, and so
I think the buckets.
I am gonna fuss at you a little bit.
I think. Listen, I think the buckets are easier for potatoes because when you're done and ready to harvest it, you just dump the bucket over and there you go.
Okay, so you tried to throw away a bucket that had a hole in it.
Yeah.
Why?
Because it was.
I'm fussing at him, y'all.
Yeah. You know why? It had a hole in it for a good reason, because you barely touch the side of the bucket and you could put your finger through it. So as soon as you put any weight in it and grab the handle, it would just stay on the ground. The handle would break.
Then you don't do it.
It was dry rotted, y'all.
See, Legacy Homing. Let's see. Dee's Homestead said potatoes are awesome to grow. I agree. I didn't have too much luck the past 2 years, but I will.
I like sweet potatoes too. I like both kind of potatoes, but I like sweet potatoes.
Yeah, Capone Cabin says I am doing sweet potatoes.
Yeah, I love sweet potatoes.
I have
She does an awesome sweet potato casserole.
You talk about food over here. I'm talking about growing the food.
I'm hungry still. That spaghetti didn't do nothing.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's one of those bundt cakes over there if you want one.
Hey, I already ate that one. I already ate the lemon one.
Yeah, I tell you, my husband is something else. Ouch, my foot's going to sleep. All right, so yeah, we're gonna plant the potatoes. That man is hungry. I promise I feed him. I do feed him.
Yeah.
Only at the times that I cook. Breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Any other times, he's got to go do it himself.
I don't get it all the time, y'all, for lunch. Sometimes I don't want to even eat lunch. But
These Homestead said there's lots of leftover roast up here in Pennsylvania.
Shoot, put it on a slingshot and send it this way.
It won't make it. It'll make it in the woods somewhere, and then the coyotes will get it, or the wolves. Come on now. All right. So the best way that I heard about planting
potatoes
is in a bucket, just like Stephen was saying, like in a bucket, and just let them do their thing, and keep putting soil on top of them
until the soil gets to the top of the bucket.
Has anyone had good luck with potatoes? Or they can tell me someone or give me someone to watch that does the containerized.
Well, the best way that we know about doing potatoes is you get a 5-gallon bucket, you put about 4 inches of dirt in there, you put the potato in there, or put the part of the potato to have it grow off of, and then after you do that, then you put about 4 more inches of dirt on there, let it grow up. When it starts sprouting out of that dirt, put more dirt on top of the sprout so it grows up more, and then continue to just keep on covering the sprout until it gets all the way up to the top of the 5-gallon bucket, and then let it grow all the way out of the 5-gallon bucket. And when it turns different color than green, then it's ready to harvest. That's how we know how to do it.
Yeah.
Now these
So-
past couple of years, doing potatoes, we didn't do them in a bucket, did we? I don't think we have a video of that
No, we did them in the
in the raised bed.
in the garden bed, and they grew everywhere.
They were everywhere.
Like shoots went everywhere.
Yeah.
So
They were growing up our corn stalks.
Yep. These Homestead, that was sweet potatoes.
Yes, I mean it don't matter. Potato is potato.
No, it's not.
Well, yeah. Well, sweet potato is like a vine, and the other ones are pretty much like a shoot.
Yep. All right. So Dee's Homestead says I always do them in the garden, but I've seen people do them in 5-gallon buckets. I have heard of them, and Cabin Cabin said same thing about doing them in the mounds. I would love to do them in the mounds, but I really don't want to put anything on the ground, and I don't want to waste a whole garden bed on it.
Not until we get out there and
we're actually able to stay on the
property. we're actually living there.
Legacy Home and Garden says cut your potatoes a few days before you plant them in a furrow about 5 inches deep. The cut side down, they will germinate in about 15 days. Legacy Home and Garden said I've never grown in a container, so I have no advice about that. That's okay.
Well, that's how we started.
Learned.
That's how we started in a container. We started basically. It's you put 4 inches of dirt in there.
Yeah.
Put like I said a minute ago, and then you put the cut pieces of potato there, and then you put about 4 more inches on top of it and let it sit there.
Dee's Homestead said, check out Living Traditions Homestead or Holler Homestead. I remember someone doing them in buckets last year. I'm going to have to do that. I don't remember Holler Homestead.
Holler Home, they did it in their raised beds.
Yeah, they did it in the raised beds. I'm going to have to look it up. I'm going to have to look up Living Traditions. Legacy Home and Garden said the reason potatoes.
No, they might have done it before they moved.
They did, because they had the container that as they raised the soil level, they actually had boards that slid down into these slots, and it actually raised the sides of the bed. I remember that. That was forever ago. Yeah, I remember that.
That was a good 5 years ago.
Yeah,
they done something like that.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and look at that.
That was back in the beginning.
Legacy Home and Garden said the reason you heal the potatoes is because as the potatoes grow, they begin to push upwards and push the soil away, exposing the potatoes to the sun and can turn them green, which is not good. And Dee's Homestead said maybe that's what it was. Yeah. So I'm gonna do the potatoes. I'm excited, and I love learning, and I appreciate everyone's advice and everyone's input.
Well, the thing is, everybody learns every day.
I have to get me something to drink. I'll be right back.
I got some tea over there. Can you grab mine too while you're at it, please?
Brief intermission. Wait 1 minute.
Yeah, that's mine. Thank you. All right. Here she comes.
Oh yeah, I'm here. All right.
Ow.
Sorry.
Too weak. That hurt.
My foot's going to sleep. Okay. So
that means you don't have to sleep tonight.
I said my foot's going to sleep. I didn't say my body.
Where's the popcorn?
And the soda. Soda screen.
Well, I don't know. We don't have no popcorn.
Oh, we don't have to pop popcorn and soda screen. I'm sorry.
We got the homemade butter. Oh, man. It's up there.
Get them up from the
They're
top.
up top there.
Like I said, brief intermission. And now we're back. I'm going to, like I see on my garden says, I'm going to plant my potatoes in 2 weeks, but I'm hoping for a bumper crop. But who knows?
Yeah.
So, and there's a lot of noise going on upstairs, so I hope that no one can hear what's going on because it's kind of loud.
There's a bunch of company over.
Yeah. We have company. So let's see. Now we're going to another fun part. Who is ready? We're going to the Steven. When I pulled in the other day and I had all that stuff in my Suburban.
It was yesterday.
Okay, yesterday. When I had all that stuff in my Suburban, what did I have hanging out the side of the Suburban? Like deer antlers.
2 trees.
Now, is that how you would have loaded them into the Suburban if
it was a good way.
Was it smart?
It was smart.
I get brownie points?
For this time of year, it's okay to do it that way, but in the summertime, you wouldn't be good doing it that way.
Okay.
You get to give them windburn, but
but we did. That's what I did, y'all. I had 2 apple trees, and I stuck them in the back seat with the trees hanging out the side. So if you live near Batesburg, Leesville, Lexington, that area, and you seen a white Suburban rolling down the road with 2 trees hanging out, that was me. Because I had a lot of people look at me. There's a lot of people that rode by me because I had to get on the interstate for a short time, and I drove so slow. And I had a lot of people come by me and actually slow down and look at me like I was crazy. Now, the apple trees that I got was Gala apple trees. I think I said that, Gala apple trees. I did get 2 of them that I am going to plant together, but I need to know the kind of information I need to know is, does anybody know what kind of soil or how acidic the soil should be, or how far apart I should plant those 2 trees?
Are they? Let me ask you: Are they a dwarf or are they a full grow tree?
I don't know.
You didn't look at it.
No. Was I supposed to read the label?
Well, they have dwarfs. They have
no. I didn't. It said something about domestic. I don't know. It said something different. I don't think.
I got a decent amount of knowledge. I did landscaping for many years, so I got a good amount of knowledge on plants and certain things. but
I want to hear everyone else's input too.
And my dad owned a landscaping business many years ago. But other than that, I got a lot of knowledge on what to do with stuff when we plant it. But
now these apple trees, does anybody have any thoughts on how far apart I should plant them, or what kind of soil to plant them in, or the
Hey, hon.
Yes.
You need to find out if they're dwarfs. Are they a dwarf apple or are they a full grown?
Legacy Home and Garden's got the same trees that I did, and she says not a dwarf, it's a full size apple tree.
Okay.
Bingo. Thank you, Miss Rochelle.
All right. So I personally, I would probably at least put them probably 20 feet apart.
And you know what? You got another brownie point because Captain Cabin says regular apple trees 15 feet apart. Bingo.
Appreciate it.
Okay, so they are real apple trees. So that is a good thing, and I'm glad that Legacy Home and Garden did figure that out. Thank you.
See, she needs to listen to me once in a while, doesn't she?
Well, you should have double checked the tags that I brought.
Well, I was
home.
just curious. I didn't. It was pitch black when you got home. It was
I know.
dark. I couldn't see. I mean, hardly that much. We tried to make a video too, but it was dark. So we don't know how it's going to come out. So we had to watch it and probably do something again. Do it all
Okay.
over again.
So apples prefer a slightly acidic to neutral soil, pH between 5.8 and 7.0. Extreme soil pH values result in nutrient tie-up or toxicity and poor tree and fruit development. Okay. So I will make sure to test the ground. I need to test the soil out there at the property. Let's see. Lulu's Treasure Trove says, I'm back. Been trying to listen from the background. I heard gallbladder some days ago and still fighting to heal. Thank you for helping me. Stay cheered up. You too. Excuse me. I appreciate so much. And we hope you feel better, Miss Lulu. Miss Cindy. We really hope you feel better. She had a surgery.
Oh, geez.
Let's see. I would do 15 to 20 feet spacing. Yes. And I think my husband was right. But that will be the first and last time y'all hear that. Never again will I admit it.
Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Like I said, I got to keep it funny. I got to keep it real. All right. So now I planted today. Those were the only trees that I got. Has anyone and I think I missed it. I think I skipped over. Has anyone planted? Did you really just ruin it? Has anyone
is that what you were going to say?
Has anyone planted kiwi?
Really? That's exact. I read your mind.
No, you've seen it on my paper.
Well, I seen it right there, but I didn't know you were going to pick that one.
I skipped over it. I really did.
I didn't even realize.
I guess I got excited about the onion.
Hey, I didn't realize it.
It's on film here, admitting you're right. Oh. Yeah. You won't ever hear me say that. That's it.
Yeah, yes, you will.
Okay, so has anyone grown kiwi? I want to know everyone's thoughts on kiwi and
because I love kiwi. I like eating it. I love a kiwi.
See, Kaboom Cabin says peach trees. You need one. Okay, peach trees. I can get peaches all day long, and I really don't have to pay anything for them or just do anything. So I'm not really worried about peach trees. I know they grow wide and they grow heavy, and I really don't want to deal with that. But maybe later on I'll get some peach trees and orange trees. And does oranges grow on a tree?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, ignore that last comment or question. Okay. So
he was on give you a peach tree.
No.
Peach tree. It says peach trees. You need one?
I really don't want one right now. I got my apple trees.
Well, I know that, but matter of fact, South Carolina, there are so many peach fields.
Especially down where we live.
Yeah, around where we are. I mean, all we had to do is go down the road. I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, and you'll see them going down the road on tractors everywhere. There's tractors pulling trailers of peaches.
You constantly
see them. If you stop and talk to them, they'll just give you a whole basket of peaches. I mean,
that's what we did last year. I still have peaches out there in the daggone thing.
We actually
when we went to go look at a property.
We went to look at a piece of property, and it was right next to a peach. I can't remember the name of the place, but it was right next to the headquarters of where
Watsonia or something like that.
Where all the peaches go after they're picked out of the field. And it was a guy I stopped because I was like, well, somebody's going up and down this road all the time, probably going back and forth to work. They probably know a little bit about this piece of property. So I just put my finger up and he slammed on the brakes and was like, "Hey, what do you need? Do you need help or anything?" And I was like, "No." I was like, and then come to find out, we got talking, and then we knew some of the same people.
Yeah,
And
he
he was
gave
like,
us 2 big baskets of
"Yeah,
peaches.
I
Like, it
mean,
was crazy.
big baskets of peaches." And
All right.
I was like, "You want the basket back?" And he was like, "Nah, just keep it for next time." So
All right. So
basically, if we see them, we just bring the basket and we just get them filled up again. It's not
wait a
really
minute. Where is that basket?
right
Oh,
there. It's right
yeah.
there.
It's filled with sweets. It's my hot spot. Okay. So they do best. Back to the kiwis. Now, yeah, we're talking about kiwis. Yes, I did get a kiwi tree.
You did?
Yes, I did.
What kind of? See, I don't know that much about them. So,
Well, that's what we're
um,
here. We are here for. We are here to
uh,
learn.
I'm kind of curious if it'll even grow here. Okay, especially especially in
Actually,
the wintertime.
I've heard people actually do that. So we're gonna see it and we're gonna try it and find out what happens.
And if it gets too cold, we can just keep the water sprinkler on the thing all night long to keep it from freezing.
Then we can grow a big dome. We can build
put
a dome over it.
Yeah, we can put a dome over. Yeah.
Okay. So, anyways, Legacy Home and Garden says they do best in pH levels of 6.5. We're planting our apple trees this week. Yep. I will get him to plant the apple trees. That's no worries.
It's gonna be a muddy mess out there tomorrow. Granted, I'm off of work tomorrow, so we are probably gonna ride out there, but it's gonna probably be so muddy to go out there and do anything. It probably wouldn't be worth planting something right this second. It probably had to be this weekend coming up.
These Homestead says nope to the kiwi. Never tried it.
They are
These
good.
Homestead, you've never tried kiwi? Let me know, cause I love kiwi. Well, yeah, I love kiwi.
Them things. And hey, the trick to eat them, you got to cut them in half because a lot of people don't know how to do it. But you got to cut them in half and just use a spoon. Get a knife, cut it in half, and then just use a spoon and scoop it out. And then they're quick and easy to eat, but you probably need to have a dozen of them to make you feel good.
What? Oh, Lord, y'all. All right. So let's see. Kaboom Cabot says, I'm going to try olive this year. I don't know about olives. Olive.
I'm not an olive eater. I
want a cherry tree.
I don't eat olives.
Lulu's Travis Traves, I have not. I do love kiwi, however. Would love to try. My mom and I grew up huge peach tree once, and my granddad's sister lived in Florida and grew orange trees in their backyard. Loved them so much. Legacy Home and Garden says kiwi likes long, warm summers. They can have full sun or partial shade. Plant kiwi after any chance of frost has passed. They will bear fruit in about 3 to 5 years.
Now, what happens in the wintertime? What temperature are they able to withstand in the winter?
Yeah, that's what I want to know. Like, would they last? Like what?
Yeah, because sometimes it can
well,
get down.
Maybe once they get accustomed to the soil and the air, after that, during that first year, they might just level on out.
Yeah, well, I know that, but I'm saying, like, it gets down. It can get down to we had it in the teens before, like 15 degrees. Now granted, it don't stay that cold for a long period of time, but it did get down, in the 20s and stuff throughout this winter so far. It got down in the mid 20s, some of the low 20s. A few days we had the low 20s, but other than that, it usually runs in the 30s at night on a cold time.
Dee's Home says nope, and I don't know if they would ever grow up here.
In a greenhouse, probably.
Dee's Homestead, if you come to Homesteaders of America this year, when we see you, I'm going to give you a kiwi and you can try it.
They ain't going to be grown by then.
I'll go buy one from the store. Because I know they were growing last year during that time. Or they had them in the stores that time. I'm going to get him a kiwi. All right. Legacy Home and Garden says they cannot grow
If you're gonna get him a kiwi, you're gonna buy a whole bag of them because after you eat one, you can't stop. And I know if I see somebody eating one, I'm gonna want one. And then after I eat one, I'm gonna keep on eating another one and another one and another one and another one.
Go get you something to eat. Let's see. Lexi Home and Garden says they cannot get below 10 degrees. I think we are safe here. Yeah, I don't think we've ever gotten below.
Yeah, it
I
ain't
think
gonna
our
do
lowest
that.
we've gotten is 19.
Yeah, I mean,
and that's
it could have got that, maybe back in the 1950s or something. It could have got real cold like that, but
Let's see. Kaboom Gavin says you could also plant the kiwi in a pot if it can't take winter and bring it in. I do that with the pineapple. We are going to. I've never grown a pineapple.
Yeah, we tried.
But I actually think I might do that until I know that the ground is safe. I think I might actually put it into a pot and just take it outside and
we
can actually set it in the greenhouse.
We had a pineapple growing out there, right out the door.
Oh, that is right. Now what happened to it? It died.
No.
Frost got to it.
The frost. It frosted overnight without even nobody knowing about the frost, and it wasn't even mentioned on the weather. And it was warm, so we weren't expecting to even get a frost. And out of the blue, it just got cold. All of a sudden, it was like cold snap. Come quick all of a sudden. And
so we can actually plant the kiwis in a container, and I can actually keep it out there until after I know that the first frost or the last frost, the last frost is gone.
I think,
and then we can go and plant it into the garden.
Pineapple takes like 2 years to grow.
It takes a long time for a pineapple.
I think it's like 2 years. And we had that thing growing for about a year.
Yeah.
And I can't remember what it looked like when we dumped it out.
Let's see.
Hey, Cindy.
Yeah, hey, Miss Cindy. How is everything going today? Legacy Home and Garden says in the winter here, you'll want to wrap the trunk or cover it with leaves to protect it until it is well established. They will grow in South Carolina. Challenge: which of us will get kiwi first? Yeah, Miss Rochelle.
Hey, I'll go out and plant it right now.
No, you're not. It needs to go in a pot. And I think I'm going to dump out the strawberry pot so it can go in that pot.
The one out yonder?
Yeah.
Okay.
Lulu's Treasure Trove. And that challenge is accepted, Miss Rochelle. I accept your challenge.
What is it?
And don't forget about our other challenge because you better get to making that jam. But anyways, Lulu's Treasure Trove says that is what we have to do with avocado. And I'm pretty sure I said that wrong because my daughter says I say that wrong all the time. Here in Arkansas, frost will kill the avocado plants for sure. Yes. I wonder how hard it is to grow avocado.
I don't know. I never did it.
Yeah.
Probably. I mean, it can't be any harder than anything else, really. Worth a shot. You can always try it.
These Homestead said the winner of who gets kiwi first gets to send me some homemade tomato sauce. I will send you some. I will package some up and I will send it to you. Okay? I will be sure to do that.
We might deliver it.
Yeah, we might deliver it.
We might come drive up there and deliver it.
Minus 31 for the last couple of days here. Man, that's cold.
Really?
See. Yeah.
Where is she at? She said in Arkansas?
No, not Miss Sandy.
Minus 31.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's cold.
That's probably a dry cold, though. It ain't a damp cold. So it's a little bit different.
Oh, yeah. You would know about that.
Yeah, that dry cold and damp cold is two different things.
let's see, Lulu's treasure trove, exactly. Um,
Legacy
Legacy
Home and
Home and Garden
Garden.
said, "Boom, challenge on! I got my book out for jam, so I am studying." I actually went today and went shopping again and got actual my essential oils for my lotions. I'm gonna make some lotions. I'm super excited. Another journey and another way to drive my husband crazy. This Homestead asked her if she was in Alaska. Okay, so let's move on to the next item on my list. It is beets. Okay, so beets. I want to know, like, after you grow the beets, like I don't have no problem of growing the beets. I want to know when, like, when they're ready to harvest. Does anyone have any knowledge of how to go about grinding it up into a powder? Like, do I have to dehydrate it first? Or I'm sorry, y'all. I got stomach problems going on right now. But do I have to, like, when you to make the beets, like, do I have to grind it up cuz I want to make a powder, a beet powder, but so what how should I go about doing that? Does anybody have any idea of how to do that? Um Lulu's Treasure Trove said, "I just noticed your beard is gone. I heard one of your videos recently about how you two met. Haha." And I will tell y'all, I really don't eat beets. The beets are for him. It helps with your diabetes. It helps with your blood pressure. It helps, and like beets are really good for you if you have a lot of um health problems, I guess, or like high blood pressure and stuff like that.
No, I ain't saying that's.
Let's see. She said a dehydrator, then use the grinder. That's what I was thinking.
What kind of grinder though? Like a blender?
Yeah, you can use the blend. You can use the what's the name of that thing I just got yesterday? I just got one. Magic bullet.
The magic bullet.
We can use like the magic bullet and then
name
grind
don't
it
sound,
up.
That name don't sound normal.
Okay, we can use that. It's like a blender, and you can chop it up, and then if we have to, we'll get the stone grinder. We'll get it the actual stone grinder out to make it finer if we have to. What? Just you're funny.
You know what I'm thinking of that.
I know. These times said you would have to dehydrate it, but if you do that, you're losing out on a lot of stuff you could make with the beets. I know, but I really don't care for beets. I'm just growing it for
Beets
him.
are healthy for you. They're real good. Matter of fact, I bought a beet powder for it's like a energy drink kind of thing, and it helps with blood pressure. And my blood pressure was a little bit high a little while back.
So he's been
but
he's been doing beet powder,
but
and it's
I ran out of the powder, so I haven't bought no more. And plus, the container was like $50 for one of them, and you only got like a month supply to have a drink every day. And I was like, well, dang, we can just do that ourselves, hopefully, and just make our own powder and have our own little energy drink kind of thing. But
yeah, so I am gonna do that. I am.
I noticed a little bit of difference with it. I mean, I guess you have to be more consistent at taking it over and over and over and over and over again. But I only took it for a month straight, and I seen a difference. So I'm hoping that we can get it and do it ourselves rather than because they wanted too much money to buy that stuff. I just tried it one time.
Let's see. The magic bullet would take. Yeah, I was actually going to actually slice the beets up and put them in the dehydrator and dehydrate them, and then bring them down to a powder. That's what I was going to do. I'm really I'm excited about that, and I can't wait to do the basil and
They're probably gonna take a
the
while.
oregano, the cayenne peppers. Like, you're gonna have to buy me a bigger dehydrator before long because
There's like 6 or 7 trays in that thing.
yeah, I'll run out of space. I'm letting you know that now.
My thing just be running all the time.
Legacy Home and Garden said you could make beet chips in your dehydrator. Yeah, and I'm actually gonna he can actually eat those too. Beet chips. Just don't eat them all in one setting. I don't know. That might mess your stomach up.
No, it won't. It'll make you get red.
Now, does anyone okay, so now that's pretty much the kind of the fruits and vegetables that I bought in. I planted some broccoli, beets, and onion seeds, and like I said, I got my tomatoes and peppers started. Um, that's pretty much as far as what's going in my garden right now, my raised beds. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, probably 8 raised beds that you have to build me.
Just cutting the material and putting it together. It don't take that long to make one.
So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make some and so I'm really excited about all that. That's basically what's going in my garden this year. Besides, the potatoes. I forgot about potatoes. The corn. These Homestead. I'm scared to plant corn out there because I know the deer will reach over the fence to eat it. I know that the deer will reach over the fence and
Well,
eat
tell
it.
her we got a garden still right out this door over here. We still have a garden here. And if we're living here, this should be our, our kitchen garden, the one here. And then the one over yonder at the property, our new piece of property, should be the,
Yes,
the livestock place, basically to get the quantity.
I forgot about the cucumbers. I'm doing cucumbers.
Yeah,
I just haven't started them. I will do winter squash later on in the year. I'm gonna do
butternut
cantaloupe.
squash.
I got cantaloupe, watermelon,
butternut squash.
That's what butternut squash is. Winter squash.
Oh, so I call it butternut squash.
I know. So I'm gonna get it all taken care of.
And string beans. I like string beans.
My pole beans. I forgot about those.
Yeah.
I have a lot to plant. So yeah.
But there's a lot of work involved to even get to that point. So
let me know whatever everyone else, like, what all kinds of things that y'all are planning. Like Legacy Home and Garden says, I'm planting pinto beans for the first time this season. I can't wait. We're planting corn, tomatoes, cucumbers, lettuce, spinach.
Spinach. I want some spinach. That's another good one. I totally forgot about that.
I didn't buy no spinach.
You didn't?
Nope.
Spinach is good.
Well, I can add that to the list because I got to get some cauliflower seeds. Lulu's Treasure Troll says, I love squash. I bet you also dehydrate. Oh, and I do have the yellow squash and the zucchini squash to plant. Crap. Dadgummit. I forgot about those two. I need 2 more seed trays.
There's you can go on for ages about what you can plant. I mean, there's so many things, and then you don't think of it until the last second.
Let's see.
Everybody thinks of tomatoes and peppers because that's such the most common thing. A tomato and a pepper. Because no matter if you go to a grocery store or not, even if you go in one, you're always seeing a tomato somewhere and you're always seeing a pepper somewhere and a cucumber. They're like the 3 majority things. Oh, and a salad, a head of lettuce. They're like the 3 majority things you find in the grocery store.
Legacy Home and Garden says, I'm going to try fermenting carrots soon. Anybody else ferment? Y'all please let her know. Besides cabbage. She doesn't like cabbage.
Who don't?
Because I tried to talk to her about cabbage. She doesn't like cabbage.
Who does?
Legacy Home and Garden doesn't like cabbage.
Sure, she hasn't had your cabbage.
I swear, y'all, he's.
Wow. Yeah,
I
you gotta
tried
put
to tell
you
her,
gotta
but
put you gotta put it in the Instapot. You put it in the Instapot for like 4 minutes or so. Yeah, is it 4 minutes?
you're talking about no, the cabbage is good. She's talking about the what is that stuff we put on the kibasi? Sauerkraut.
Oh,
That's what she's
sauerkraut,
talking
that
about.
stuff's good too.
Yeah, she doesn't
Shoo-wee.
like sauerkraut.
Well, that's
Sorry.
from cabbage. Sauerkraut is
I
from
know
cabbage.
that, but
Oh,
she
okay.
doesn't like the sour taste of it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's all that is cabbage and salt.
Yep.
That's all it is cat.
Louis Trevor said this year is more prepper's garden. Anything I can dehydrate. Too much uncertainty, and you know that is true. Like earlier today, we actually went to the store or went to town, and we filled up the car, and then we come back home, and then Steven went back to the store and filled up the truck. There's a lot of unknown that's going on right now, and it's a mess, and things are gonna blow up, and people are going. I mean, it's unreal. I have not watched the news tonight, but I do need to.
It,
But
it ain't gonna be on the news. I doubt it.
it's gonna be pretty bad.
Yeah, so the
Um,
only thing I heard was the gas. Is that what they said?
we're gonna get
The
yeah.
the, the gas. They're
Like
gonna
it's
run out
just
of gas
uncertain.
because
Everything's
all of our gas comes from Ukraine.
we're not getting into that discussion.
Yeah.
Nope. But anyways, but yeah, there's a lot of uncertainty out there, especially with these days with everything that's going on in the world. It's ridiculous. These Homestead said zucchini you can plant straight in the ground. You don't have to start them early. I am not starting them early, but I do have to find seeds because I lost some seeds.
They do grow fast.
I'm missing some broccoli seeds. I'm missing my yellow squash. I'm missing my zucchini squash because I just looked through all of them and I couldn't find those seeds.
And there's nothing in that big tote over there of yours.
Yeah, they're not in the tote. I've done looked. I guess I have to pull everything back out and look again, but
Maybe they're in the garage in that big plastic thing.
I don't know. I gotta find them. Let's see. Like I said, I'm going. Hey, I have a ton of spinach and cauliflower seeds. If you want some, yes, I do, Miss Rochelle. I do want some, please. I will have to come see you soon. Coming Cabin
We're gonna
says,
probably make it a family trip.
I like to have food for 10 for a year at all times. Well, I don't know. I'm looking at my pantry right now. I mean, I know for the 5 of us, I know I have a good 6 months. A good 6 months, and that's canned food, that's dried beans, dried rice. I have flour. Y'all, I will tell you this. About a year and a half ago, almost 2 years, I put flour into a vacuum seal bag. I did not seal it all the way because the powder or the flour will mess up your vacuum sealer. But I did it. And I will tell you this, I made bread the other day with that flour that had been sitting there for like 18 months, and it was good. There was nothing wrong with it. So I am glad that I do know that flour will last longer than a year. Um, I it just went off. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I am super excited about that. And let's see, I got 2 more bags of flour up there. I do need to restock so that way I can refresh it. But I'm trying to do with what I have right now. Um, but that I will be doing more flour. My sugar, we go through sugar like crazy. I had stock bags of sugar, but they're gone.
We get we'll tell them what kind we get.
We get the organic kind. We've done swapped over to the pure cane organic sugar. That's the only thing we use. We used to use the white store brand sugar, but we no longer use that. We use the organic cane sugar, and it's I really want to find that in bulk. I really do. Um that's something that I would love to find. Um let's see. Excuse me. Let's see, Legacy Home Garden. We are also planting peppers, melons, peas, bok choy, onions, potatoes, green beans, yummy. Yes. We might just go raid Miss Rochelle's garden.
Where you at on there?
Here.
Okay. Go down to.
Let's see. These home says I want some cows and pigs.
He's got.
Legacy
you got
Home
enough
and
land.
Garden is hang on one second. Legacy Home and Garden is actually getting a cow, y'all. I am super excited about that, and I am going to Me and Miss Rochelle have grown. We are good. We're gonna be good friends. We're gonna be close. Kaboom Cabin says no. Those 50-gallon dog food containers with the screw lid I use for flour and sugar and dry goods. I might have to try that. Get here. I'm gonna have to try that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to try that, and because it's kind of crazy. Here comes Levi, y'all. He couldn't hold back no more. Here. He couldn't hold back no more.
Say hey to the camera, Levi.
Yes, for a few minutes.
Say hey.
So yeah, the dry goods. I will. I did vacuum seal like the. I'm gonna have to make a video and tell y'all and show y'all what I got. Are you stealing my show? Eat that gummy and quit playing with it. Let's see. Legacy Home Garden, Hades Homestead. I bought a pig. About a pig. Let's see. Oh, Dee's Homestead. You should have enough land. I think you do. You need a cow. You need a cow. You need a milking cow. You need some pigs. You need some more chickens. You need some. You need some more animals. Let us know if you need help. I'll find you some. I'm picking with you, Miss D, Mr. D. Let's see. Legacy Home and Garden says, "Have you tried a zero standard for bulk items?" No, I haven't, but I think that's what I'm gonna have to go to. Because I really do want to do those big bulk items. Like, if I could find a freaking 10 or 20-pound bag of sugar, then I'm all for it. Because we go through a 5-pound bag of sugar a week. What am I supposed to do with this?
It's organic gummy, Mama.
I know it's an organic gummy.
Oh yes, don't chomp them down.
Let's see.
Arr. Wave to the camera, Levi.
Let's see. Right. I agree on all that once I get the predators under control.
Oh.
Well, you know, if you throw all those animals, and I'm just joking, Mr. D. If you throw all of them animals out there at one time, it'll confuse the heck out of the predators. So they wouldn't know what to go to.
Tell them to get a donkey. Tell them to get a donkey. You need to get a donkey.
Levi, take it to Gracie.
Mr. D, you need to get a donkey. That'll keep your predators under control. You won't have to worry about nothing.
All right. So, now some of the flowers. We're going to the flowers, y'all. Let's see. I have 2 chow chows. Yep.
A chow chow will do it too.
We have 3 labs, and I actually can't wait to take them to the property.
Yeah, we haven't took them yet.
The flowers that I'm going to plant flowers on the outside of the fence around the garden. So I will have my vegetables on the inside, and then my flowers on the outside. I want to do the flowers that we got the other day. Is irises, lilies, lilac, hydrangeas. I want to know how many of you have grown a hydrangea. How big does the bush actually get? And Stephen, I know you know this answer, but I want to know from them.
Okay. Mhm.
And another question that I have is, how does everyone feel about morning glories? I love morning glory. They're flowers. I love them. I love to watch them. Um, I love to watch them like open and close, and like that's just something that I like to do. A lot of people don't like it because they said that they're viney and they get out of control. Well, I grew them one year, and I can say that they never. I know they never like they died out, and then they never go back. But some of them said that they can get out of control. But I've never had that happen. Um, Hydrangeas can get huge. Yes, I know. My husband just told me
Hmm.
that earlier. But yeah, what about a lilac? Does anybody know anything about a lilac? Like, is it a bush? Is it just like the hydrangeas, or well, or what is that? I know it's a flower. Maybe on a bush. Careful of morning glory seeds around kids. They are the same as in taking an acid trip. That is not even funny. Yes. Like I said, there's a lot of difference. There's a lot of ways. Let's see. Legacy Home and Garden says they can get gigantic, plant in a place where they can really bush out. We had so many here. We ripped them out and put them by the road. They were gone quick. About getting a garden. Lilacs are
Right.
bush. So we're gonna go back to the morning glory. The acid drip. Yeah, I know that you have to be careful because they do. I did read that one year that I did grow them. I like the flowers. And like Gracie was with there. Gracie liked the flowers too, but she never went near it because I'd heard so much about them. But that's just one thing that I love to grow, and I'm going to build me another trellis. I had me a trellis built once, and it was the most beautiful thing in the world. And I did it all myself. My husband come home from work, and he was like, "You really did this?" And I was like, "Yeah, I really did it."
Matter of fact, we had it up until about.
We had it here, and then we never put it.
Did we use that for our wedding?
No, that was the white one. But we
Oh,
had
okay.
it. We had one here. We when we moved here, we brought it with us, but then it got rusted and rotted, so we burnt it. It sucked.
Rusted and rotted.
Yeah,
It rotted. Wood don't rust.
the screws do, and the nails I used because you told me you went back and took some of the nails out and said I didn't use nails. I used screws.
Yeah, you need to doing that. You had screws better.
Um, let's see, Legacy Home and Garden. Um, there are lilac trees and bushes. Which one did you get? I love morning glories. They can be very invasive. Growing on trellises is really the best way, I think. Yes, and I'm actually not going to put them in the ground. I'm going to put a box, like a little bed at the bottom of the trellis that they can grow out of, and because I really don't want to plant them in the ground itself. Um, let's see. I have a picture of it, so I'm going to see which lilacs did I get. It says summer blooming lilac. Oh, it's a shrub. I got a shrub, so that's good.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah,
That's good.
they get a decent size.
Like I said,
Though.
my husband is a landscaper, so he'll
Nah,
know when to trim them.
I'm an ex-landscaper. I'm not a landscaper now, but
You're a landscaper at heart, so I don't want to hear that.
I have a good amount of knowledge in it.
Hey, MB Heritage Farms, how are y'all doing today? We're just talking about gardens and flowers and what is all going in our garden. We are basically learning from everyone.
Hey, how are y'all?
My arch trellis, I'm doing climbing cottage roses. I want to do roses. But it's gonna take me some time because I want to do them in a special pot because I don't want the kids to go and prick their fingers. Ugh.
Legacy Home and Garden.
I'm more out.
What else we got?
That's pretty much it. I done went through the flowers. I've done went through the
There's probably a lot. There's a lot more we're gonna do. But...
Yeah. So for those of you that are coming in and those of you who have been with us, we went from talking about grapes to talking about strawberries to talking about kiwis, onions, potatoes.
Gracie.
We've talked about many different vegetables like and plants that are going into the garden and how we should grow them. We talked about beets, apple trees. We've talked about tomato peppers, irises. We talked about a lot of good things and a lot of different things. Yeah, and the new guy that's sitting next to me. We talked about him too. I have a piece of garlic toast that Levi just brought to me. Okay, so the next thing I do want to talk about a rapid test, a pH rapid test. Okay, I got this at which store did I get it at yesterday? I think Home Depot. Now, has anyone used yes, we're planting blueberries.
We did plant blueberries.
Yep. Let's see, Legacy Homes are you're planting blueberries, blackberries. No, we're not planting blackberries. But we are planting blueberries.
We've already planted them.
Yeah, they're already planted. But has anyone used this? And like I tried reading the instructions. It says it pretty simple right here, but I'm a woman and supposedly I don't know what I'm doing. That's what he says. But anyways,
you're making me look like a bad bird. Don't listen to her, y'all.
But anyways, has anyone used this and what? And
I've in my whole lifetime, I've never even used one or seen one. I just did what I did and read the plant. I kind of looked at the plant and see what it needed. That's how I used to do it.
But see,
I know there's a lot of newer stuff out there nowadays. So
like I've even heard of to test the soil, your pH level in soil. Like back in the old days, a farmer would go out to his field and get a handful of dirt and actually eat it. And if it tasted sour, then it wouldn't be a good growing season. But if he tasted the sweetness in the dirt, then it was going to be a wonderful growing season and it was time to go. But so that's what I've always heard, but I'm not about to eat dirt. Okay? I may have done
she only did that on a ski slope. Off the subject. Hey, it's off the subject.
You're killing me here. Quit telling anybody I fell down the mountain. You should try that. I'm not about to eat dirt, these Homestead. Come on. Let me get Levi to do it. At least he has an excuse.
Tell her she needs to float her teeth. That's what you got to do to a horse. You need to float your teeth, or else they don't chew their grain up right. So you need to float your teeth. I don't know if y'all ever heard about that, though.
I'll do if you do. You know what? That sounds like another challenge, Dave. You make a video of tasting dirt and I will make a video of tasting dirt.
You.
Legacy Home started to let Stephen eat the dirt and to test it.
God.
Oh man. But yeah. And D's Homestead, if you do that, then I'll do that. And we're gonna test the pH level in our
Hey,
soil.
I'll pour some tea on it first before I try
Now,
that.
D's Homestead has some snow, so you can't eat snow and ice. You can't be eating snow and ice, D. You gotta eat the actual dirt. See, mine is still frozen right now. Oh man, this is one crazy live. Let's see. You should plant blackberries. We will. Actually want a blackberry bush. We will, but not right now because I want a separate area for just all the berries and stuff, and I have to watch what I put in here because I will tell you this, I did go a little crazy.
We still we still got to get a home location in this area. So we don't want to go too dramatic. We want to do something to keep everything going. So we ain't coming to moving out there and having nothing started. But we need to have space. So if we need to bring heavy machinery or any kind of stuff in there ain't nothing in the way to actual so we ain't building the garden and have to tear it down just so we can build our structure and then do it somewhere else, do the garden all over again. We don't want to do the job twice. So we're trying to, think ahead, enough ahead so we can try to plan for that. So we ain't, we're trying to figure out, well, this is going to go here. This is going to go over here.
Y'all see my land engineer right here? He's my land engineer. I have to go through him first before I do anything. Which is yesterday. I didn't go through him first. I just did what I wanted. Y'all, I really love to pick on him. I really do. These Homestead, mine is still frozen right now. I'm pretty sure that you can take a torch and heat it up.
Take a torch and heat it up.
We'll have to do it.
It'll be mud.
Yep. See, we had Chris Capone Cabin said we have red mud. We do have red mud out here, but not a whole lot. Well, actually, yeah, we have a lot of red mud out there. The property.
We got a lot of topsoil. I'm shocked at how much.
Yeah, there's a lot of topsoil, and yeah,
we got some good dirt. I can't believe how much.
Oh my goodness! I hear. Let's see. It says. D's Homestead says, I might have to back out of that challenge since the previous owner ran his cows where I have the garden. Well, I mean, D's Homestead, come on. Do you, like, I'm going to try mine.
Hey, we need to ask him.
Chicken poop and turkey poop and deer poop and, it's got to be fertile.
Just ask the previous farmer and see what he fed the cows so you know what the heck you're fixing to taste.
You might taste some corn or some wheat or some hay. Lord help us.
Silage.
Help us all.
You're going to taste some silage.
Yesterday, Lexi Home Garden says yesterday was so amazing, so excited to get my hands in the dirt with all my fruits and veggies. Yes, we had so much fun. And I have been going crazy today. Like, I got back late last night, and I woke up at like 7:00 this morning and started planting and thinking and organizing. Y'all are so funny. It's all right. Don't worry about it. If he wants to back out, that's fine. I really might get Stephen to actually eat the dirt to see what it tastes like. Don't look at me.
I'd rather do it on accident. And the only way I can do it on accident is if I get somebody on a dirt bike or a four-wheeler in front of me and spin tires and it
So
shoots
what
in.
if I'm out there in the so it wouldn't count if I'm out there in the garden and you just happen to be standing there and not paying attention, I just throw dirt in your face. Would that work?
Oh, it's on, man. Y'all, there's a pond right behind the property line. She's going swimming.
Oh man. D Tom said it might be okay. It's been 4 to 5 years. Yeah, I think so, Mr. D. I think so. It's been 4 to 5 years. We're gonna have to do that challenge. Yeah, that's gonna be
Which challenge is that?
tasting dirt.
Oh, still that.
Yeah, tasting the dirt in the garden.
Mm,
Don't lose that 'cause that's for my test.
I know.
So does anybody have any questions or anything like that for us? Thank y'all for getting him out of here. Anybody have any questions or words of wisdom you would like to share as we go on this wonderful journey of building beds and everything else? Let's see. Legacy Homes Garden says, I want to see that dirt eating on your next live. Get a scoop of dirt and you can feed it to him.
That's all her, though. I don't got no teeth to chew it. She got to do it.
Our dirt is full of white quartz. You know? Ours is too.
We got diamonds, y'all.
You wish we had diamonds.
We got diamonds. Is that what they say? That's what they say. You got quartz on the ground everywhere. There's diamonds up under that ground somewhere.
Well, we're not mining for diamonds. We're not mining for diamonds. So
that's what they say. I don't know how true it is, but that's what they say. Yep.
All right, so let's see, because you're not that far from us. Are you from Saluda?
Catpoon Cabin. Is that what that said?
Yeah. And I would like to know your name so I can call you by your name.
Oh, McCormick. Okay.
Wait a minute, where's McCormick? Oh,
It's over there.
McCormick.
It's
So
at that.
on the other
It's
side
one.
of Saluda.
It's actually at that property we looked at way over there by the dairy farm.
Mrozinski family diamond mine spin off channel. Her name is Kristen.
Kristen.
All right, guys. So we are going to have to get off of here. I want to thank everyone for watching, and y'all have a wonderful day. We have had a blast tonight.
We appreciate it. We appreciate everybody coming here and chatting with us. We enjoy it, and we'll see you this Sunday.
We'll see y'all this Sunday at
coming
7.
Up. We're trying to do it every week. As long as there ain't no, things. We only had that a couple times when we had a situation, and then the Super Bowl, we stopped it. We didn't do it on the Super Bowl weekend, but
all right, guys. Well, we will see y'all later. Thank y'all for watching, and y'all have a wonderful day.
Thank you. Thank y'all.